Last season, the Dallas Mavericks had the worst record in the entire NBA in close games, losing an insane 38 of their 50 clutch games. A clutch game is defined as a game that is within 5 points at any moment with 5 minutes or less left to play. The Mavs' 38 losses last season were the most since the NBA started tracking clutch games in 1996, when Dirk was 18 years old and not even in the NBA yet. Basically, last year's Mavs were historically awful in really close games. After 28 games this season, the Mavs are 8-6 in clutch games, a major improvement. Their offensive rating jumps from 107.8 to 110.9, and their defensive rating decreases from 106.6 to 100.0. The Mavs are one of 6 teams in the NBA whose offensive and defensive ratings both improve in the clutch, along with the Indiana Pacers, the LA Clippers, the LA Lakers, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the New York Knicks.
But they've been losing since 1973.
Wait, the Knicks? Yes, the Knicks also improved in both categories in the clutch despite being 6-10 in clutch games.
I mean, this is just some horrible stuff. Horrible.
The Mavs' pace also increases dramatically from 101.16 to 111.19 in the clutch. They play much faster when it gets down to the final few minutes. The biggest difference this year has been Luka Doncic, whose scoring and playmaking abilities seem to heighten at the best moments. And he hasn't just been the best player on the Mavs in crunch time, Luka is leading the entire NBA in field goal percentage in the clutch among players with similar attempts or games played. Let's take a look at how Luka is so effective in clutch moments and how he's helped the Mavs dramatically improve in crunch time. Luka has already proven to be a good pick and roll player. After a screen, he puts so much pressure on the other team's big man, like a Marcus Aldridge in these 2 plays. If Luka's defender goes over a screen, Luka just drives and stops right in this no man's land right here for a floater or a pull-up jumper. But even when a wing sticks with Luka, he can always find space to get a shot off. Like on this drive against Josh Hart, where Luka jumps off his left leg and maintains body control to get a shot off to tie the game against the Lakers. Luka does almost the same thing against Derrick Rose on the other side. He kept Rose on his hip, catches him flat-footed, and rises up to hit the floater. Then on this play, in Luka's 11-0 run, he takes 3 giant dribbles into the paint and jump stops for a floater while PJ Tucker's momentum takes him out of bounds. If another player comes over to help on Luka, like Patty Mills does here, Luka can pass out of it to Dennis in the corner, or pass off the defender with a nasty fake. If Luka's defender goes under the screen, for whatever reason, Luka can easily pull up from 3 like he does here against the Bulls. Or here against KCP and the Lakers. Luka can also effectively attack most switches. Like we see here, Luka uses his length to rise up over Jonas Jerebko. Luka's step back jumper has been talked about a ton, especially on these 2 plays when Clint Capella is switched onto Luka in that 11-0 run. But per NBA.com, Luka has only hit 22 of his 60 step back shot attempts, and he's used it sparingly in crunch time. However, these were pretty awesome ones. Of course, Luka can also be a threat as a catch and shoot player in transition, or in the half court if the Mavs are moving the ball well enough. According to Synergy Stats, Luka is excellent in post-ups, but he doesn't use it that much in crunch time. Here's an attempt against Derrick Rose earlier in the year. Luka hasn't been racking up as many assists as we expected, but he's still able to make solid reads in crunch time, like on this play when he rewards DeAndre for running the floor and beating JaVale down the court. Barnes does most of the work on this play, but Luka makes a great pass out of a double team and gets an assist. Here are 2 more passes where Luka recognizes a double team is coming and passes out of it. First, a jump pass to West that is kind of off the mark. Then a pass to Barnes, who either has to take the long 2 or attempt a step back 3 like he does here. Here's another pass where he baits a defender with misdirection. This time, it's LeBron James. Luka fakes a layup, sees LeBron is helped off of Barnes, and then throws the wraparound pass for the assist. Then on this play, watch how Luka uses his eyes to fake out Klay Thompson on this pass, like a quarterback throwing off a safety. Here are a few more plays that show great play from Luka in the clutch. With Towns switched onto him, Luka takes a contact and throws up a leaning jumper to get a foul call. Towns gets pretty upset, and Luka gets to the line, hits a free throw to tie the game. And another play where Luka takes contact and hits a free throw to bring the game within 5. All these plays so far have been on offense, so here's the best defensive play I've ever seen from Luka once again. And sometimes these plays just come down to wanting it more, like this play where Luka fakes into the paint and gets the putback on his own shot. Former Maverick Derek Harper says that Luka has a knack for being in the right place at the right time, and here's a great example of that. So that's Luka Doncic in crunch time. He's leading the league in field goal percentage and helping the Mavs improve across the board in the clutch. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter @NickVanExit, and subscribe to the Locked On Mavericks podcast wherever you get your pods. Thanks for watching. Boom.